Whether your father is present or absent, he's played a role in shaping who you are today. We're going to talk about it in this episode.
Love lessons with Team Dean. Real love, real love.
Welcome to
Welcome.
Love Lessons with Team Dean, where love is intentional and relationships are built to last.
Yes.
My love, today is a special episode.
Special episode.
Tell us why it's so special, baby.
Because I don't have to do anything.
Touche. Today is a very special day because we are celebrating fathers
Yes.
of all kinds. Those men in our lives who have shaped us, who have raised us, and who have made a huge impact in our lives in one way or another.
For those of us who are of the Christian faith, we know that when God created the foundation of the world, the first person he put in place was a man before he was even a father. Then he gave him a wife, then he became a father. It tells me then that the role of the man in the marriage, in the family, as a father, as a husband, is extremely important. And
good, my
even though modern day dynamics may look different than what God intended, having some form of father figure, some form of fatherhood, whether your father is no longer with you, whether your father may be incarcerated, maybe your father may be a foster father, maybe your father may have come under attack because of all the immigration laws and attacks on immigration. Maybe your father may be someone who has just not been present. Whatever that situation is today, we want to talk about how fathers have had an impact on our lives, whether good or bad, whether you learn from something or they intentionally impart something into you.
Wow, so profound, my love, and very true, because we all know that fathers do shape our identity.
They do.
And so, my love, if I may ask, because you and your father have a wonderful relationship,
Yeah.
how would you say that your father has shaped your identity?
Well, without hesitation, it is extremely easy for me to identify how my father has shaped my life because from my childhood, my dad has always lived in the example of a Christian father and going to church, making sure that we went to church on Sundays. On Sunday morning, brought the family together into the master bedroom, and the children would be at the foot of the bed. My mom would sing hymns. My dad would lead prayer. It was definitely what I was raised seeing consistently. My dad, he set an example of integrity, being a man of your word. He's very big on that, always said it. So I've always learned those things, being consistent, being a person of integrity, being a person of your word, but most of all, how he honored God in bringing his family to God.
I love that.
So that was definitely something that I learned and he shaped in my life. I'm able to pass that down to my sons now.
Awesome. That's a beautiful story. And I believe that that is something that you will remember forever.
Right.
I remember the first time you shared that story. I just love the idea of your father being the priest of his home and understand the importance of bringing his family before the Lord.
Right.
I absolutely love that. For me, Father's Day is a little different.
It's a little different.
Father's Day is a little difficult for me because those who know and some may not, my father and I, we are not close. And so we don't have that close-knit relationship. But babe, I do have good memories of my father as a little girl. And those stay with me. I'll never forget, my father was the first person who was saved in my family. And he would take me to church on Sunday mornings.
Wow.
And I remember that. I remember him taking me to Sunday school, and I remember him taking me to church.
Do you remember how old you were at the time?
Yes, I was probably about 3, 4.
Wow.
That's how little I was. I remember that. I remember my father was really good at doing my hair, like better than my mom.
Right.
And so I remember he would get me dressed, he would do my hair, and then he would take me to church.
So it's amazing
I
that
do remember that.
despite how the years have been, despite how the relationship has been, even those first memories
shaped my identity.
Shaped your identity. Exactly what I'm getting at.
Yes.
That
I hear you.
taking you to church and you remembering that's what your father did.
Right.
And look at you now, that you're taking your children to church.
Correct.
So he did play a part.
He did.
Despite whatever else
Correct.
happen.
But we said, whether present or not,
That's right.
our fathers have had an impact on us.
Yeah.
And so that made my heart do a little fluster. So that was good because I think in knowing that a father's greatest gift isn't what he leaves behind, my love.
It's not the inheritance.
It's not, it's what he places inside of us.
Right.
And so, regardless, and this is for all of my brothers and sisters who you may have a strained relationship with your father
Mm.
and he chooses not to be there or for whatever the circumstances
Yeah.
may be. Like my husband said, maybe your father has had to deal with this current administration and immigration or being incarcerated,
Yeah.
or there has been a reason why, or even unfortunately, maybe he just decided he just chose to take a back seat. At the end of the day, we do know that they have shaped us. We are not necessarily the totality of that. And so, even in that, I
Yeah.
realized that it's a blessing for my love to marry a man who loves his children and who loves being a father and takes great pride in
Yeah.
that. And so, for me, that is healing.
But babe, even though you talk like you're okay, as a husband, I share this with you that it's difficult for me to hear you talk about the absence of your father. I want for you what I have.
I hear you.
And I know that I can't control that. And sometimes I feel like, well, I can be a husband to her, but I can't be your father. I know that sometimes my dad, he shows you love as his daughter-in-law, but he can't be your father.
Right.
And so sometimes I'm just being honest with you. Sometimes it breaks my heart that you have to go through that. And I know you're a tough one. You're tough and you try to just brush it off your shoulders and keep
Try to suck it
moving.
up.
You try to do that. But I know that it's a real void that you desire.
And it's not that I try to be strong, it's just that I have not had a choice.
Yeah, I get you.
But what I will say in transparency and honesty is that for some reason, because I have allowed it to sit with me and to even meditate on it recently, I
Uh.
shared that with you. And even in a recent therapy session that I had, it came up and the tears started to flow. And it really hit me that, man, I don't have a relationship with my father at all.
Mm.
And it made me sad.
Yeah, I know.
And I personally was thinking to myself, even at this ripe old age, what is it about
Yeah.
me that my father wants? He doesn't want a relationship with me. And so when you internalize that, you'll think it's you. But I believe that the Lord has showed me that it wasn't me,
Right.
that I am lovable.
You are
Oh, that made
lovable.
me want to cry.
You are lovable.
I deserve love, and there are people who love me. And so it is very bittersweet. It is very heartbreaking, I think, especially because I'm willing to admit it and
Yeah.
talk about it, really sit in it. But I think overall, honestly, babe, your father and you have helped through that transition. That you both really have.
Not to make it spiritual, but sometimes the only way I can resolve things sometimes is to address it from the spiritual perspective, where
Absolutely.
Bible tells us that when our mother and our father forsake us, that he said he will be a father to you, he'll be there for you.
And he has done that and more.
Right? And I always
Absolutely.
say that God has a reputation for being a good father. He's been
Wow.
faithful to his word. And it doesn't make things better. It doesn't fix the fact that physically, and you might get upset about this situation. So we don't want to linger on it too
No,
long.
no. And I don't want to bring down everybody,
Right.
but I think it's also important, you said, that
To
we
be
have
honest,
to be
just to be
honest.
transparent,
Because for
right.
some people, even in our home, Father's Day is a great day because we're going to honor you. You deserve honor, and we're going to love on you, and we're going to do all those things. But for some people, I can still honor you. There's a part of me that's
It's
still hurt and
yes,
missing
yeah,
and
it's
broken
missing.
because I don't have a relationship with my father.
But you shared some really beautiful things with me on how watching me and my
Yes.
sons.
Yes.
I'm sorry, our sons.
I mean, you
But
always
you
be
know,
like, I didn't carry him and give birth to
babe,
him.
you know how I get when I'm talking about my children.
No,
That I get personal.
you do.
I do
I
get
mean,
personal.
but we
Yes, I
children.
agree. But we talk about fathers today.
I know, but without a mother, there is no father.
I agree. But what I'm saying
kidding.
is,
Go ahead.
I get really adamant
You are very, and I love that.
about my sons.
You don't play about your children. I
So
love that about you.
you blessed me because you shared with me how watching me raise them or watching me be a father to them, how it has really taught you what a father is supposed to be like.
Of a
I don't
father.
know that I'm doing that. I'm just being the man that I was raised to be.
That's true.
Watching me love our sons.
It's okay. You can just say
Watching me
mine.
love our sons is done something to you and it helps you. And you
Yeah,
said it's helped heal you. So
it
I am honored.
has.
I'm honored to play that role in our sons' lives where because I want to be able to leave an inheritance. I want to be able to leave a legacy, but I want to be able to impart the things of God into them so
Mm,
that they will go to the next generation and they can also share that with their children.
I love that.
I don't want my sons to have that legacy. Whatever happened with you and your father, I'm praying that you watch that be broken in your marriage and
And I
with
have.
your children and with their children's children.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
have. And for me, it really is healing. Like
Yeah.
it really has been. And I've heard of present fathers,
Yeah.
I've heard of it, but I actually live it. Even in talking to our oldest son, I was asking, like, I often ask him, like, what is it like? Because even though I live here and I live with you all, I don't know the bond that
Yeah.
y'all share. I see it, I witness it, but I don't know what that's like. And when he talks about you, he lights up.
Yeah.
The mention of your name brings him joy. Both of our boys,
One
you
thing
know?
I've learned about when kids do not want you disciplining them, they don't want you correcting them, they really don't want you telling them anything. But the
Correct.
parent that actually does that is
Mhm.
the one that they will respect the more because they want to be held accountable. They know that they're being shaped. They know that this is for my good. They might not like it right now.
They need and want those boundaries.
The Bible actually says this in Hebrews chapter 12. It talks about no chastening right now is joyous. You're not happy when you're being chastised or you're
Mhm.
being disciplined or you're being instructed or corrected, but it is working out a far more weight of glory, meaning it's working out something better in you.
That's good.
It's working out character, it's working out integrity.
Yeah.
So I take pleasure in doing that, as the Bible says, train up the child in the way they should go. So I understand my role. I don't own them.
That's right.
Children are the
The
heritage of the
Lord has
Lord.
entrusted
God has
them unto
entrusted
us.
them into
Yes.
our care for a
Absolutely.
season. We have to shape them, we have to mold them, we have to prepare them to be able to go into the world and do God's work,
I hear
do
you, my
what God
love.
has called them to do. And so it's an honor for me, as I said, to be able to play that role, to be alongside you and to be an example to our children.
I
Because
love
I
that.
believe that children learn from what we do, what we say, how we conduct ourselves. I believe they learn from that.
And I totally agree, my love. And for some of us who did not have our fathers present, we had a grandfather
Mhm.
or an uncle or some father figure who really invested in us
Yeah.
and who shaped us.
Yeah.
And for me, that was my grandfather.
Mhm.
And I'll never forget that you all had a relationship. He's still alive because I say you all, but even just knowing that it might not be your father, but God has put other men in our lives
Right.
to be those father figures for us
Right.
and to teach us those life lessons
One of the things that I like watching my father do is he would call every Sunday
every Sunday evening,
to
like
to speak
clockwork.
to me, but then to speak to you as well.
Mhm.
Then he would ask to speak to his grandsons.
That's right.
And I remember not that long ago, he would call our oldest son and have him read to him
That's right.
every Sunday. It was just diligent about it. And to me, it meant the world
Absolutely.
for him to have to remember that his grandfather would call him for him to read to him.
Absolutely.
I understood that that was building something. That was building
Creating a
a
legacy.
yeah, it was building a
Yes.
legacy.
I shared
It
that with grandma
creating
today.
memories.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Memories that he'll never forget.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so awesome. I love.
Wow. So I'm interested in this special guest that we have coming to join
Ah,
us today
okay.
because he's been trying to get on the podcast for quite a while.
He is convinced that the reason why we have not gone viral is because he has not been on here.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Okay.
So the young king, the young prince will be our first guest, my love. So introducing our firstborn, Stefan. So welcome to the podcast, Mr. Dean. How does it feel?
It feels good.
All right, my love. On this special episode, we wanted to bring you on because we want to just share this moment with you because you are the young man that made me a mother and your father a father. So we love you and we appreciate you. I just want to ask you a couple questions, my love, when it pertains to your father. But before I ask those questions, is there anything that you got on your heart that you just want to share about your dad?
That he's really sweet and kind, and whenever he can, he tries to play with me and my little brother, and we just really love him.
Come
He's
on,
the
sir.
best.
He's the best. I love that. So let me ask you this, my love. What makes your dad special?
What makes him special is that he's never at home. He's only not home during maybe work trips or something like that, and he's always nearby me and my little brother.
So what you said is he's never not home. I understood that. So you saying that he always makes time for his
Yeah.
family. I hear you, my love. I love that. What's your favorite thing to do with your dad?
My favorite thing to do with my dad, probably go on work trips with him.
Work trips. That sounds fancy. Which wait,
And
hold up. These work trips. Cause I ain't been on one yet.
you need to go on one.
So what's so great about these work trips?
That his coworkers are there. They're really nice and they support a lot of children in the industry that he works in, so I love
Nice.
it.
Okay, all right. What's one thing your dad has taught you?
He's taught me to whenever I have something on my mind, I can always come to him and that he will never be mad at it.
So he's your safe space. So what you're
Mhm.
saying is if there's anything that comes to your mind,
If there's something going on and I have to trust an adult, I would probably tell my dad first.
dang, before your mom? I'm kidding. That's good though. I love that y'all have that type of relationship. What makes you feel loved by your dad?
How he's always by my side and he always has time to be with me.
Oh, that's so
I'm
sweet.
sad for you.
Don't be sad for me, baby. Watching you and your dad and your brothers, it brings me joy, my love. Don't be sad for mommy. All right. So I love that. So that is my portion of just asking you questions about your dad. You're gonna make me cry. You're so perfect. I love you, man. I love you so much. Okay, let me ask you one more question before daddy. Why do you think it is important for a child to have a father or father figure?
Probably because every child deserves a home and a family because usually parents, moms and dads, they shape children's childhood and make them how they are now. If you have a lack of one and one of your parents have a bad habit of doing something, you might grow up to be in the wrong crowds and stuff, but having both of your parents that do the right thing, have a godly relationship, it makes you a better person to this day.
I love that. That was absolutely beautiful, my love. We got to do this more often. Just me and you. Daddy
Yeah.
can come on from here in time to time. We're going to have to do like mother and son chronicles or something like that. All right, my love. And so now we will have dad. It'll be you and dad just sharing. I love that.
So, son, we are twins today. You like this?
Mm-hmm.
We dress alike. This is your mama bright idea. She loves putting us in the same clothes.
The glasses are the only difference.
The only
And you're a
difference.
little bit darker.
Your mama loves chocolate, so don't worry about it. Somebody loves it. So, how does it feel to finally be on the podcast with Dad?
It feels good. I've been asking them for like ever since they first started.
I know. I made you the social media coordinator. That's what I made you, right?
Mhm.
All right. And you monitored all our pages. You monitor our live. You've been doing a great job at it too.
And for people who see it, I've been commenting in the live chat a lot.
So I want to talk about at a certain age, I think I was about 19 years old, when my dad invited me to an event. And it was at this event that my dad finally told me that I was a man, meaning that I was an adult, that I was no longer dependent on him, that society no longer saw me as a child, but I was working, I was responsible, and now I'm a man. And he said, you don't have to remain in my home. You can, because I had the relationship, right? You can if you want to, and you're free to do that because we have a relationship. But now you're free to do whatever you want to do. And whatever decisions you make from now on, son, it's on you because you're a man. My hope is that the day will come where I'll be able to pass that on to you. But I must say to you that at the age of 10, that daddy is extremely proud of you and the man that you are becoming.
Thank you.
From birth, I've been raising you to be a man. I've made that very clear.
You have.
Right, you're a man. But let's talk about something before I ask you this question. So, not long ago, you woke up and you challenged your dad to a race.
Oh.
And your dad, because I used to be in track and field when I was in school, I felt like, you know what, I can take him. And the last time I saw you run, you didn't have a really good running style. And I figured Your arms were all over the place, and I figured I could take you. So I challenged you, and I told you, when you come home from school, we're gonna go outside and we're gonna race. So while you were gone at school, I stretched. I went down memory lane, remembering all the times that I used to run back in the day, thinking about how you run really awkward. You didn't have a good form, so I was like, I know I got it. I know I got it. Now, what I didn't know is that you were now in track and field. Plus you're a gymnast. So
yeah, I do track and I'm a gymnast.
so that means that you were extremely athletic. And so when we got home, you took me outside, I put on my shoe, I went out there, and I was in my 50-year-old mind.
You actually thought you were gonna beat me.
I felt like I could beat you. I really felt that way. Now, I learned an extremely important lesson, all right?
And I'll just say it now.
I used to be able to do that kind of stuff, right? But anyway, we took off. You took off before me, and I'm running with everything I got in me, everything. And before I knew it, I started feeling really light, like somebody was lifting me up off the ground. My feet, it was like it wasn't touching the ground anymore. The next thing I know, I flipped and I just rolled in the grass, and I just scratched out my arm, my back, and my leg. And I was too prideful to let you get that win. So what did I do? I challenged you to a second one.
Challenge me. Spoiler, I absolutely destroyed him.
Second time around, you just left me in the dust.
For fellow kids who are watching, I also mocked him too. So
yeah, you did. You did.
Honestly,
you did.
It was the easiest
the
victory
point
in
I'm
my
making,
life.
son, the point I'm making is sometimes as fathers, we try to hold on to things as long as we can. And I think it is a wise father that knows when it's time to pass the baton, when it's time to pass the legacy to his son, when it's time. So when my father did that to me, it was one of the greatest moments in my life that he recognized that I'm a man now. Now I can go into the world and I can make a life for myself. My joy will be for the day when I can pass the baton to you. I recognize that athletically, I don't have it to beat you. So I gave that to you. I gave you the win. Just like anything in life, that some things you are going to be better than your father. And I'm okay with that. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you do well in life. You're extremely smarter. You're not wiser. You're extremely
We're the
smart.
exact same.
No, you're more intelligent because you're smarter.
How?
But I have more wisdom than you do.
Wisdom.
Yes, wisdom.
We're both serial daters too.
What? Wait a minute,
Remember
sir.
that last?
Wait, what is you talking about?
Remember the last time you did the thing?
I did a podcast about my past. That was my past. I've only dated one person in my life.
Just cut it out.
And I'm married to her.
Well, then how come you kept saying all that?
I don't know nobody else, sir.
Let me guess, you spoke too much.
I don't know nobody else. I only met one woman in my life.
Sure you did.
So, son, what lesson have I taught you that you're never going to forget?
You have taught me to always tell the truth and never
True.
lie, because as you and mommy told me, liars go to hell.
Yes. Liars go to hell. Well, hey, one thing about you, you've always been honest and transparent, right? And you say what's on your mind. So sometimes daddy has to tell you, hey, pull that back, because you say exactly what you're thinking. And they say that about kids. The kids say the darndest thing.
The darkest.
My next question to you is what is something that we have done together that you hope to never change? What is something that we do together, or something that maybe you've seen your father do that you would never change? You would continue. You know how you heard daddy say the things that my father did that I want to continue with you all? What are some of the things you saw dad do that you want to also continue with your family?
When I'm old enough to get a full family and stuff, I'm probably going to invite them to work trips like you did.
Okay. You like work trips. Yeah. Because we have taken a few
And
trips.
I'm going to spend as much time as I can.
Yeah.
And I'm never going to be that type of husband or man in the relationship that just makes my wife do everything.
I got you.
I'm always going to help out.
My prayer is that you can see your father's example and follow it, and as well as be even better than we were, right? Well, I appreciate you being on with us today. I hope that just your brother in the next few years will be able to come on himself. And when he sees this, he's probably going to wonder why he wasn't on, but he was sleeping, so he couldn't be on, all right?
It should just be the both of us for one episode.
Just know that I love you. Just know that it means the world to me to be present. You mentioned that, to be here by your side, because it is what I saw. I learned from my father. Being present is being a father is about. I understand that there are different dynamics, but if I have the opportunity to be gone or to be here, I will choose being with you every time. Okay? I love you, man. I love you. Welcome back, love.
Thank you.
It was an awesome conversation with our son.
Listen, to be in the studio and hear my 2 men, you should have seen me back there taking pictures and videos.
Yeah.
But I love it. That was absolutely beautiful, my love.
Yes.
And so thank you all for joining us for this special, special episode. Remember this one thing: love is a daily decision. So keep learning, keep growing, and keep choosing love. We'll see you next week.
Bring your whole self